Hello everyone, this video will show you the procedure of submission plan to Kuala Lumpur City Hall DBKL. For your information, DBKL manage the construction in the Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur.
Planning and Building Department to get to know about submission plan. Okay, let's go.
Ada yang rumah, ada rumah kediaman kecil, dia ada dia punya special cara sikit lah untuk rumah kediaman ni. Sebab kalau rumah OSC dia ada kita meeting dalam tempoh 2 minggu, kita kena bawa 5 surat. Tapi untuk rumah kecil, rumah kediaman kecil ni dalam tempoh seminggu dia dapat keputusan.
When we want to do a submission plan to City Hall Kuala Lumpur DBKL, we have to know the condition for application. First, person who can submit applications. A. Principal submitting person PSP are as follows. 1 Roman. A person who is a registered architect under the Architect Act 1967, Act 117, and any other laws related to the registration of an architect, and is allowed by that law to practice as an architect. 2 Roman. An engineer who is registered as a professional engineer under the Engineers Registration Act 1967, Act 138, and any other laws related to the registration of an engineer and is allowed by that law to practice as an engineer. 3 Roman. A building plan draftman who is registered under the Architect Act 1967, Act 117. A draftman has specific limitation under the provision of the Act 117. B. The submitting person SP is as follows. 1 Roman. A registered town planner registered under subsection 15 Town Planners Act 1995 Act 538. The second thing that we should know if you want to do submission plan to DBKL is first, categories of application. The categories of application that can be submitted to the One-Stop Center OSC are as follows. Land matters, planning permission, building plan, engineering plan, landscape plan, other application, and submission for information and record. Before we do the submission plan to DBKL, we have to know the types of applications. There are 32 types of application that can be made to the One-Stop Center. These are listed in Table 1.1. Instead of the types of application, we need to identify the types of development for the construction. The types of development for each application have been determined as follows. Housings, mixed development, commercial, industry or manufacturing, institutions or others. A detailed list is shown in table below. Types of development. A. Residential. B. Mixed development. C. Commercial. D. Industry or manufacturing. E. Institution. Or F. Others. We have to know the scale of development. To ensure faster processing, each proposed development plan shall be categorized according to the scale of development. The scale of the development will determine the department or agencies that are involved in providing comments and to forward for consideration by the OSA Committee on Large, Medium and Small Scale Project. The development scale is divided into 3 types, which are A. Large scale, B. Medium scale, and C. Small scale. Large scale development. Large scale projects involve all applications that involve planning policies, technical issues such as A. Planning permission to change the land use and increase population density. B. Planning permission of one or more freestanding building blocks for commerce, industry or institution with height exceeding 5 stories and floor space exceeding 5,000 square feet. C. Development of shop house involving 1. 3 lots or more, 2. Height exceeding 5 stories. B. Application for residential development in conflict with the layout plan and or city plan Kuala Lumpur PBRKL 2020. Application exceeding 5 units or height exceeding 5 floors within areas in compliance with the layout. E. Planning permission for the development of religious building. F. Subdivision involving all lots in highly sensitive residential areas such as Bukit Tunku, Taman Duta, Bukit Damansara, Bukit Persekutuan, Bukit Bandaraya, Sungai Penchala, areas around the National Place and Bukit Gasing, exceeding 5 residential lots for other areas. G. Amalgamation exceeding 4 lots. H. Proposed development on slope of Class 3 Roman and 4 Roman and other environmentally sensitive areas ESAs as set in the planning guidelines for development in hilly areas and slope for the Federal Territory Kuala Lumpur 2010. I. Proposed new development or redevelopment involving areas zoned as conservation as shown in the PBRKL 2020. J. Proposed additional floor to an existing building with a height exceeding 5 stories. K. Proposed new or amendment to a public transportation terminal. L. Proposed strata development. M. Appeal for a technical requirement by the OSC committee. Notice of refusal, development charges, any extension of payment, condition of development order, and N. All applications that do not fall under medium or small scale developments. Medium scale development. Medium scale project involve the following applications. A proposed development that complies with an approved layout and is not in conflict with the PBRKL 2020 for the following. B. Subdivision of land not exceeding 4 residential lots in line with the area's planning guideline except for sensitive areas. C. Amalgamation of residential lots not exceeding 4 lots in line with the area's planning guidelines. D. Change of use of a building in line with the land use zoning for E. Temporary change of use of building not in line with the land use zoning. F. Construction of temporary building. G. Construction of telecommunication towers. H. Additional floor to an existing shop house provided the total height does not exceed 5 stories. I. Extension of development order, and J. Naming and renaming of building or development scheme. Small scale development. Small scale project involve concurrent application for proposed development for residential building as follows. 1. Proposed addition and change to an existing house, and B. A new proposal for a single residential unit. C. Proposal to demolish and rebuild a single house. When you want to do a submission plan to DBKL, we have to know the departments or agencies involved. Internal and external departments or agencies, City Hall Kuala Lumpur DBKL. This section will outline the role of technical agencies and departments that are referred to obtain the endorsement and evaluation on application. They comprise internal department of City Hall Kuala Lumpur as well as external agencies. The list of internal technical departments and external agencies are: Internal Technical Departments 1. Department of Town Planning JPRB 2. Department of Physical Planning JPF C. Department of Urban Design and Building JRBB 4. Department of Infrastructure Planning JPIF 5. Department of Health and Environment JKAS 6. Landscape Evaluation Unit JPRB. For external technical agencies: 1. Federal Territory Department of Land and Mines DDGWP 2. Communication and Multimedia Corporation Malaysia SKMM 3. Tenaga Nasional Berhad DNB 4. Syarikat Bekalan Air Selangor Syabas 5. Solid Waste Management and Public Cleanliness Corporation PPSPPA 6. Indah Water Consortium IWK 7. Department of Minerals and Geoscience Malaysia JMG 8. Department of Fire and Rescue Services Malaysia JPPM 9. Department of Environment JAS when required. Next, this is the role of internal technical department that process and comment. The role of internal technical departments involved in the processing of applications is to prepare working documents for the consideration and decision of the JKTPS or JKPS meeting. Other than that, there are also internal technical departments of CHKL that will comment on the application. The technical departments involved in processing applications are in Table 1.5. Next, the role of external technical departments or agencies that process and comment. There are also external technical departments that process applications and others which provide comments as input in the preparation of the endorsement paper by the processing department. Departments or agencies involved in providing comments are shown in Table 1.6. Confirmation of different departments between MHLG and CHKL. The internal and external departments or agencies CHKL involved in giving comments are different from that of the Ministry of Housing and Local Government MHLG. Examples of the different departments are Department of Health and Environment, Department of Infrastructure Planning, and Department of Physical Planning. Now, this is the checklist to confirm internal and external departments or agencies. Section 1. Documents required for each application: building plans. 1 copy of building command and permission building plan which was approved by Town Planning Department. Cover letter, Form A, and pictures of land and letters surrounding area. Section 2. Confirmation by Principal Submitting Person PSP. Confirmation by PSP on each sheet building plan as set out on the Form A. Requirements for SPAH, Solid System Management Requirements, and Lot Parking Requirements. Section 3. Building Plan Approval. A. New build or rebuild collapse. B. Amendment plan approval. C. Additional changes or change of use of building. And D. Temporary building. If you have any problems or concern regarding your submission plan, please contact OSC DBKL at the number 03-2028-2942 or 2921. Thanks for watching.